from North Texas. I live just north of Fort Worth. I am a stay-at-home mom. I have three beautiful little girls. I have a 6-year-old, a 3-year-old, and a 1-year-old. And I have been drinking ketones for it'll be 3 years this month. So I can't believe it's been that long. It's flown by. But it's been amazing. My story with the product is very similar to some of the stories you've heard tonight with energy, fat loss. It helped me take off the baby weight after my babies. It's just been amazing. But the biggest thing for me that has been life-changing has been the opportunity with learning how to share it with people and how to help them live better lives through doing that. And so when I first got started, before I joined the business side of Prove It, I was an elementary school counselor. I worked full time as a counselor, and I loved it. I loved my passion for my work and the kids. But what I didn't love was my two children at the time were in full-time daycare, and I picked them up at 6 p.m. at night and got very little time with them before they went to bed. And so even though I'd worked really hard to get my master's and get my job, and I loved my job, my heart was like aching to be home with my kids. But I had no idea how I was going to do that. My husband and I had maybe $100, $200 of discretionary income every month left over for maybe going on a date or doing something fun with our kids. But I didn't have the ability to not work, and it wasn't really even like a light at the end of the tunnel. This was just how it was going to be. So when the opportunity to share the product came up, I was super skeptical at first because I told myself, I've never done sales. I can't do that. I don't know how to do that. But I realized very quickly that it wasn't about selling a product. It was about loving the product and just sharing it with people I cared about. So that's what I started to do. I was drinking it at work and people noticed a difference in me and they started asking about it. So I simply told them my story and connected them with some great resources that we had, got them drinking the product. And over time, it started to build and I started to realize, wow, I can really do something different for my family with this. And so after a couple months, it turned into a few $100s a month. And that was super exciting because we didn't have to be so careful with our grocery budget and we could spend a little bit more freely. And that was great. About 18 months in, I was pregnant with baby number 3. And I actually was able to make the decision to leave my job as a counselor and stay home. And that to me was everything because it allowed me to not have to have my kids in childcare anymore. I could be home with them and be present. And that was because the business at that point had replaced my income as a counselor. And that was just so exciting. So fast forward another 18 months, puts me to today. And I've continued. The coolest part about this community that I've learned is that it's not just about the product, but it's about growing yourself and growing as a person. And I've been working on myself and getting outside my comfort zone and just trying new things. And the Tuesday before Christmas was my husband's last day at his job, and he stepped away and is now working the business with me full time, which is incredibly exciting. We're so pumped to head into 2021 and work together and change lives together. And we have big dreams of traveling and we homeschool our kids now. And so getting to educate our kids in the way that we want to, it's super exciting. And so I'm pumped. I can't wait to continue to share ketones. I can't wait to help people on my team grow. And so I just want to encourage anyone out there that if you're thinking, man, I would love to be able to do that, but I don't know how to sell something. You don't have to. You just have to believe in the product and you have to be excited and just share your story. That's what it's all about. You just rinse and repeat that and work on yourself, and it can turn into something just amazing. So